Hi guys, Merry Vlogmas. Welcome to today's video. And today I wanted to, for the video for Vlogmas, I wanted to try this Christmas beer. It's just called Christmas Ale from the Breckenridge Brewery. I'm not sure where they are located, but it says it's a malt, full-bodied winter warmer. So let's try it. That's a little bit, I'd say, heavier than what I usually drink with the beer, or as a beer. Kind of stouty like, maybe. It says Breckenridge Brewery, fine ales and lagers. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's a little heavier than what I'm used to drinking. But not only am I going to try the beer, I'm also going to read a passage from a book that I got. We went to the Mannington library over the weekend. Sammy wanted to get a history book, and she got a book on Eleanor Roosevelt. I got a book on Mannington. So you see, my book is called An Appalachian Legacy, Mannington Life and Spirit. And it is written by Arthur C. Pritchard. Now, Arthur Pritchard is a grandpa down the line of Roy and George Fridley. They've been in my videos before, running with me. Roy ran about almost 3 miles with me one day when I was uptown. It's been about 2 years ago. And George, he follows me sometimes when I go around town, run around their place. So this guy that wrote this book, Arthur Pritchard, he was a longtime resident in Mannington. I remember him. I remember that he lived there. I didn't know him, but I remember his name and where he lived. So I'm going to read this little passage out of here, and this passage is a part of the story that says how Mannington got its name. So here we go. The railroads coming was a major factor in our village receiving its third and present name, Mannington. B&O representatives seeking to acquire the necessary rights of way in 1950 emphasized advantages the railroad would bring: more businesses, additional jobs, an increase in population, and greater prestige. Seemingly, this planted the seed in the minds of local inhabitants. As an important town was about to develop, a more dignified name than Coontown, which is what Mannington used to be known as. It used to be known as Coontown, used to be known as Forks of the Buffalo. That's where, because the center of town there, that area where Mannington's at, where the three creeks come together, that used to be a very important trade route, a trade area where local people back in the 1850s or whenever, early life there in West Virginia and in that area, they used to come there and trade furs and that kind of stuff. Says probably their feeling was akin to that of citizens of Western Virginia's hardscrabble who renamed their village Piedmont, or to the folks living in a later date in Pattytown who rejoined what it was incorporated as Kaiser. About that time, the railroad reached our village. Serious thought was giving to a new name. It says a B&O civil engineer, B&O Railroad, was important responsibilities related to the railroad's construction throughout that section was Charles F. Manning. In his amiable feelings with local people, he made friends, so residents decided to add Ton to Manning and thereby have a name fitting for an up-and-coming town. Mannington joined a number of communities across northern West Virginia which acquired names related to railroad officials, workers, or features. They included Cameron's just up the road from Mannington, Grafton, Ellenboro, Benwood, Tunnelton, and Rosby's Rock. So It says here, on February 12th, 1853, a petition was signed by 29 people requesting the Virginia General Assembly to incorporate the village as the town of Mannington. Among those signing were A. Pritchard, the grandfather, and Samuel G. Coon, the men whose name had been given to rise to Coontown. The latter two were broad-minded enough to allow the village to bear a name other than theirs. While it wasn't until March 1856 that the Assembly granted the request, yet the village was referred to as Mannington earlier. Perhaps as early as 1852, and the United States government changed the local post office naming to Mannington in 1854. So there you go. That's how Mannington got its name, from a railroad worker that was very popular with the townsmen back in that time. So Mannington has been around since the 1850s. But that's just a small part in the beginning of this book. But I'm going to keep reading it. If any of you guys might be interested in other parts of the book, or you want me to read some more, or give you like a review or a description of the chapters and what is in the book while I'm reading it, or after I'm done reading it, let me know. But as for now, I'm going to start reading it tonight. Appalachian Legacy, Mannington Life and Spirit. Thanks for watching, guys. Merry Vlogmas. Come back again so you can see me in the next one.